Bang, let's get it. Over the last 10 games, Francisco Lindor has gone under 7-hitter fantasy score 80% of the time. He obviously either goes off in 2 straight games, 3 straight games, and just don't handle that. I'm taking the under. The Mets face off against the Pirates, and I think Mitch Keller's on the mound. Francisco Lindor has 13 at-bats versus Mitch, and he's batting 154. Under. What's wrong with Francisco? Yo, Andres Jimenez, over the last 10 games, under 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting 90% of the time. He's going 8 straight. 8 straight. Toronto faces off against Boston, and Brian Bellows on the mound. Does he have any history? He does. 2 at-bats, 0 for 2. I think he continues. I'm taking the under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. But the slips yesterday, bro, god damn it, bro. Those overs should have been home run part, man. God damn it, bro. Yo, Michael Harris hit runs and RBIs also at 1.5 as usual. The under's hitting at 90% over the last 10 games. Atlanta versus Philly, and they have no history. I think is Abel on the mound. He has no history versus the batters, but if the bat cold or if the bat hot, you stick with it. That's what I do. I'm taking the under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. And this bitch is probably not on PrizePicks. It's most likely only on Dabble or Underdog. That's what it looks like. But if you can find it, I'm diving under. Hey, Mark Ventos, 1.5 hit runs and RBI. It's hitting at 90% over the last 10 games. What's going on? How am I just finding these? I need to start looking at 70%, 80% and ride out with that shit. 90% over the last 10, I'm taking the under. This is the Mets versus Pittsburgh again. The Keller's on the mound. And does he have any history? He does not. Does the bat stay cold? I would love to see, because I take the under all day long on that bitch. Hey, Jose Barrios' pitcher strikeout line is at 17.5. Over the last 10 games, over the last 10 outings, the over is hitting at 80% of the time. Now, Toronto plays the Red Sox, right? He smashes them in the 3 games he plays them. Well, smashes this. He's going 6 innings. Bang, let's get it. Jose Barrios to go over 17.5 pitching outs. Yo, Andy Page's hitter fantasy score is at 5. Who y'all playing with? Stop playing with me. 80% of the time over the last 10 games, Andy Page is going over 5 hitter fantasy score. Well, I would like for that to happen. They face off against Kansas City, but is it Nick Cameron or whatever? He don't have any history versus Nick Page's devil. You could look at Nick Page's versus left-handers. He's batting, has 77 at-bats, and it's Green batting damn near 300 versus as Andy Page's to go over 5 hitter fantasy score. I got Luis Ortiz's pitcher strikeout line at 4.5. Over the last 10 games, the over is hitting at 80% of the time. He's going 5 straight. He's only barely missed it. In the times he misses it, I don't count. He missed. It ain't like 100%. He missed. But what I'm saying is, can he easily get 5, having 10 in this last outing? Luis Ortiz over 4.5 K, bitch. Oh wait, Cleveland versus St. Louis. Hey, I had some shit from that game. But anyway, versus Ortiz, I'm talking about like he's a batter. But if he faces them, you can see, can he get 5 Ks? He can get Gorman and Pages. He can get Contreras and Burleson. Look like he probably K number 4. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts for Luis Ortiz. Hey, Will Smith has scored a run in 9 out of the last 10 games. That's insane. This ain't gonna be on PrizePicks, but it might be juice somewhere. I mean, like, it can't be a straight up line, right? To score a run on Underdog, Dabble looked like he got it there too. That should be like plus money. What's wrong with y'all? I just pointed that out. Not positive I'll play it, but it's on Dabble if you're interested. Hey, Spencer Horace hit a fantasy scores at 4.5. All right. Over the last 10 games, the shit is hitting at 80%. I just think 3.5, 4.5, 5, them shits is low for fantasy scores. You could kind of almost, I'm not saying easily get that bitch, because I need to look at the hit runs and RBIs as well to see if they correlate. No line. When there's no line, they're afraid of them. They're afraid to put a line for not even 2.5 hit runs and RBI. I take the hitter fantasy score to go over whatever the hell it was. 4.5. I can't even find the bitch. Right here. Bang. Let's get it. Next is Jazz Chisholm. Hitter fantasy scores at 5.5. I don't know how I missed this. Over the last 10 games, it's hitting at 80%. He's been going off lately. He did have a 0 in that bitch, but the Yankees faced off against Oakland, and it's Spence on the mound. Jazz versus Spence, only 2 at bats. It looked like he went over 2, but if the bat hot, you already know what they do. I'm going to Josh Naylor next. I think Josh Naylor just went off. I think he had a home run tonight. Not positive. Hit runs and RBI at 1.5. The bitch is hitting at 90% over the last 10. I don't care who he faced off against. I take the over. Bro, that Arizona Diamondback Miami game, whatever, that was insane. Anyway, Perez is on the mound and no data. Josh Naylor has a hot bat. You already know what they do. That's a lot of MLB player props, bro. Look, to put 2 to 3 of them bitches together. I'm telling you, especially on PrizePicks now, that pays out 3x. Hey, let me show you something. First off, this is BetSync.us. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty positive I talked about this shit before, but I haven't shown it in a minute because it takes a little long to produce, to generate. But I had it pick the money line plays for yesterday. I had it pick 8 money line MLB plays. The bitch went 6-2. Me, I played 4 picks, and both of them bitches missed by 1. So I'm running it back with some player props from BetSync. So I'm just asking the AI what you think gonna happen. I asked AI the best props for 4 players. You're gonna do 4 players at a time. It's O'Neal Cruz, and I'm taking over 1.5 total bases plus 180, or the RBIs plus 230. I think I took the RBI. I played these on Hot Rock. And then Brandon Nemo. You got Brandon Nemo over 1.5 total bases minus 110, but I took him to get an RBI at plus 145. You know what I'm saying? And then I have Jeff McNeil. We took this one. I think I took a total bases, maybe an RBI. Whatever. I just took the plus money plays from the props that it listed. And only did a 3-pick entry because I didn't do the Pete Alonso play. I would just take the home run at plus 350. But his also over 1.5 total bases is plus 120. But why not home run? It's Pete Alonso. But I will report back and see you and show you what that did. I wish I would have mentioned what I was doing with the money line plays from BetSync. But boy, why I didn't play all of them bitches straight. I'm on Daily Grind Fantasy with it. You can see on PrizePicks with the data points selected at 2. It ain't enough. It ain't enough sharp shit. I hate that I don't get down during the day when a lot of the plays are popping, or right before the game start when a ton of the plays are popping. I just talked about Jose Barrios. I got his pitcher strikeout. I got his pitching outs line over 17.5. But on Dabble, the most valuable player on the board right now, it's him under 6 strikeouts. Pinnacle got the bitch out of buck 156 to go under. But I wanted to look at PrizePicks and make sure that I was still seeing what I was seeing. Because this video is long enough. That was a lot of plays I ran through quickly as fuck. Hold on. We good here. Hit 2. See what they do. Because it always changes. And it's looked like a lot of CS2 plays. I got 2 data points selected. I leave this up here if anyone wants to drop. Look like they're on the same teams though. A 3-pick entry. Nah, that's what I'm saying, man. But no MLB plays that it was sharp. No WNB plays that was trending. So you got a bunch of MLB player props. I'm gonna put them bitches 3-pick here, 3-pick there. I'm not playing them on 6-pick, man. I put another fucking 6-pick in that miss. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.